in the last sessions, we had a very clear discussion about reasoning prompts. Okay, so what are reasoning prompts that we covered? Manual COT, auto COT, reflection prompting, self-consistency prompting, tree of thoughts, chain of mindset, then step back prompting. These are the prompting techniques that we covered as a part of reasoning prompting. So today we are going to talk about another important prompting, which is nothing but graph of thoughts. So which is nothing but GOT prompting. Sir, what is mean by this graph of thoughts? GOT, graph of thoughts. Sir, in our previous examples, already we covered tree of thoughts. In tree of thoughts, we are going to take the multiple decisions. Okay. So in that, if anywhere we got the solution means, then from that best solution we will choose. That is nothing but what tree of thoughts. If you want just one simple example, in tree of thoughts, if you have some problem, so you will be having some idea one, and you will be having some idea two, and you will be having some idea three. So from this idea, you are going to solve the problem in two ways. By using this idea, you are going to solve the problem in two ways. By using this, you are going to solve in two ways. Assume just for example. Among these, I found that option B and option D are giving the best solutions. Now we will combine this approach and we are going to provide a final answer. This is the case in tree of thoughts, friends. But what about GOT, graph of thoughts? Sir, for a problem, you can have idea one, you can have idea two, you can have idea three. Do you know in this idea two, again there will be some two derivations. Let us consider AB. From this, you are going to get a combined solution. Okay, combined solution or combined idea. You can do some refinement on this and you are going to get the final answer. Sir, here best we will choose. But here what we are going to do? From that, we are going to get some idea. Based on that, we are going to take the decision. That is nothing but the simple logic what we have in GOT. Sir, if I want to differentiate tree of thoughts and graph of thoughts, the simple difference in tree of thoughts, we are going to explore multiple paths. You will evaluate all the paths and you are going to choose the best one. In graph of thoughts, you are going to explore interconnected ideas. Suppose here, sir, maybe this idea we can implement here. Yes, you can. This idea we can implement here. Yes, we can. So we are not ignoring every idea. We will take some inputs from these ideas. And then we will take the combination of useful parts and then we will refine the problem statement and finally we are going to choose the best solution. A simple difference. In tree of thoughts, just we will evaluate and we will take. But in graph of thoughts, while evaluating, sir, you are going to look for alternative paths. So if anywhere it is providing the solution, we will take that path also for consideration. This is nothing but what we are doing in GT. Sir, at very top level, is the concept is clear? Don't worry, I will take multiple examples where you can feel comfortable. Sir, any questions up to this? So I will take one real-time scenario where we can apply this. Let me take same diagram kind of thing. Assume friends, there is some market demand is there. I want to develop some product for the requirement. Market demand is there. Sir, how you are going to analyze? Maybe the competition is nothing but one important criteria, and sir, customer need is nothing but another criteria. Maybe based on these two, you may get some product idea. You may get some product idea. From this, you have to analyze cost separately. You have to analyze the technology which we have to implement separately. And from this, we have to select a feasible solution. And from this, we will go for final decision. Do you know, it seems to be like a graph. From each solution, from each idea, we are going to take one input, which is nothing but what? GoT. Okay. So let me write in the form of documentation so that you people will get more clarity. Okay. So now let us see. Sir, in this, AI is going to organize intermediate. Okay. So intermediate ideas or reasoning steps as a graph, sir, rather than following only one linear, okay, only one linear path. Sir, instead of following only one linear path, sir, what we are doing here, sir, we are going to use some kind of intermediate ideas. From that intermediate ideas, you can get some trick. Sir, in this, each node, sir, it is a graph, right? That's why each node represents a thought. Okay, each node represents a thought or idea or partial solution or observation. Okay, or intermediate result. Anything, it can be anything. So next here, multiple thoughts. Multiple thoughts can be generated independently. Independently, multiple thoughts will be generated. Okay, sir, from this, what we are going to do? These thoughts can be compared and evaluated. Independently, they can compare and they can evaluate. Sir, if any thought is very weak, so that weak thoughts can be discarded. You can remove that. You can remove that. So, what kind of thoughts you will take? Sir, strong thoughts can be refined. Strong thoughts can be refined. And sir, different thoughts can be combined or merged. I have shown you this in the example diagram, right? Like that. This is nothing but how graph of thoughts is going to work. Suppose consider one simple problem statement I am taking for you to understand. Sir, how can we reduce? How can we reduce, sir, traffic consumption in a city? How you can reduce these traffic related issues? Sir, what is a thought one? Here you can improve public transportation. What is a task two? Sir, you can encourage carpooling. Okay, thought three, sir, flexible office timings you can maintain. Sir, thought four is nothing but smart traffic signals. Thought five is nothing but cycling infrastructure. Sir, thought six is nothing but consumption pricing. Like you have different kinds of thoughts on it. You have to combine all these thoughts for generating a final decision. So this is nothing but the tool which we are using in graph of thoughts. In graph of thoughts. What are the advantages? Sir, multiple reasoning paths you can get. From that, we can take betterment. So if we are clear with this, I will take some 10 to 15 prompts for you to understand how this GoT is going to work. Sir, if the problem statement is clear, can I go for prompts one by one? Please confirm. I'm not seeing good response. Can you please confirm everyone clear? So already we have some prompts are there. I will take these prompts one by one and I will show you how it is going to work. Sir, what is the first prompt we have? Simple decision making. Please listen. These prompts are very helpful. Sir, what is the first one? Simple decision making. I want to buy a new laptop. Use graph of thoughts approach. Means different paths it will generate. Create different thoughts, thought nodes for price. For price related, one branch, one edge will be there. For performance, one edge will be there. Battery life, one edge will be there. Build quality, one edge will be there. Portability, one edge will be there. After sales service, what will be? Connect related factors. Which factors are going to be useful? Just connect that. Then compare possible choices, combined the strongest observations. Finally, recommend the best laptop type for a college student with a limited budget. This is nothing but what is the prompt that I have. Let's have a look at this. Just I am executing this prompt. Let's see what my ChatGPT is going to give. Have you observed? Even diagrams also it is giving. Price, budget value for money, performance, battery life, probability, build quality. Sir, all these it combined. Okay, sir, price and performance, observation. A cheap laptop should still provide, okay, adequate CPU, RAM, SSD performance. Like n number of factors. So possible choices, choice A, budget laptop, choice B, budget friendly, mid-range laptop. So choice 3, gaming performance laptop, choice 4, premium thin and light. So combining the strongest observations, final recommendation. Best laptop type, budget mid-range, 14 to 15 inches laptop with Core i5, Ryzen 5, 16 GB RAM and 512 GB SSD. For a college student with limited budget, this is the best balance of price. So we are not required to worry. It will use graph of thoughts method and it is going to generate. Clear, friends? Is the first prompt is clear? Let's go for second. What is the second one here is choosing a programming language. Choosing a programming language. Sir, I am a beginner and want to learn programming language. My options are Python, Java, JavaScript, C++. Use graph of thoughts reasoning. Create a thought node for learning difficulty, job opportunities, development areas, community support, future career growth. So connect all the related thoughts, compare the languages, combine the strongest points, finally recommend the best language to start with and explain why it is the best. Okay, so let us see how it is going to work. Just copy paste this prompt. Yes, you can see graph of thoughts. Sir, thought nodes, a diagram. Okay, language thought nodes. Then connecting. So you can go through it all these letters. Sir, at last, what is the final recommendation? For a beginner with no specific specialization yet, I recommend starting with Python. By easy syntax, fast feedback, huge community, wide career applicability, good career growth, easy transition. Like that we have. Okay. So recommended roadmap. Python basics, problem solving, OOPS, data structures, SQL, Git, projects, choose specialization. So like that, it is giving the complete roadmap. I hope you understood what is the internal things here. Any questions? Clear? Clear? Let's go for the next example. So what is the next example? Third example. Sir, college study plan. College study plan. Have a look once. Sir, act as academic mentor. A BTech student has 5 subjects and only 20 days before semester examination. Use graph of thoughts. Generate a separate thoughts for subject difficulty, available study time, important chapters, previous question papers, revision, practice test. Connect these thoughts based on the dependency, create multiple possible study strategies, evaluate them, sir, combine the best ideas, finally create a practical 20-day study plan. Okay, so let's see how my graph of thoughts are going to work for us. Observe friends. Sir, thought of nodes. It is clearly giving all these nodes and how the factors are depending on each other. So you can check it later. What are the strategies that it is providing? Final recommendation. Have you observed? Study each subject for 4 days. The key rule: first 10 days, next 5 days, next 3 days, day 90, day 2. So complete plan it is provided. Clear, friends? So next, the next example, selecting a final year project. So act as a project mentor. Act as a project mentor. A group of BTech CSC students wants to select a final year project. Possible areas are artificial intelligence, web development, cyber security, IoT, data science. Then use graph of thoughts reasoning techniques. Create notes for student skills, project complexity, cost, available time, industry relevance, innovation, required tools. So connect related notes, evaluate the different project areas, combine the suitable ideas, finally suggest 3 best project topics. Yes, graph of thoughts. So in AI, what will happen? In web development, in cyber security, IoT, data science, combining suitable ideas like 3 best project topics. final recommendation, like that. So you can see how my AI model is going to give solution for this graph of thoughts. Clear? So next example number 5, choosing a career. Sir, act as career mentor or career counselor. A BTech student is confused between software development, data science, AI, ML, cyber security, cloud computing. So he is confused for choosing the career path. Now create node for student interest, programming ability, mathematics skills, communication skills, job opportunities, learning difficulty, salary potential, long-term growth. Long-term growth. Evaluate each career path. Evaluate each career path. Okay. So next, combine the strongest evidence and recommend, sir, primary career, alternative career skills to learn. These are three things I want in a final result. Yes, thought graph, how it will be. Career path evaluation, analyzing each path. Combining the strongest evidence, recommendation, primary career, alternative career, skills to learn, phase 1 foundation, phase 2 software development, industry skills, specialization, like that. Clear? Next. Sir, planning a college fest. Act as event planner. Act as event planner. Our college wants to conduct a 2-day technical fest. Use graph of thoughts reasoning. Generate thought notes for budget, events, students, faculty, sponsorship, venue, food, certificates, marketing, registration. Connect related activities. Identify the possible problems. Generate solutions. Evaluate different event plans. Combine the best ideas and prepare the final technical test plan. Just have a look. So you can see 2-day college technical fest, graph of thoughts plan, key dependencies, proposed technical fest structure, event categories, non-competition technical events, 2-day schedule, day 1, day 2, student and faculty responsibilities, budget thought notes, sponsorship strategy, registration system, marketing plan, certificates, potential problems and solutions, evaluate 3 event plans, dot, dot, dot. Final recommendation. Like that, we can apply graph of thoughts facts. Sir, clear? Everyone, please confirm. No. Sir, example 7. Example 7. Sir, I want to start a small business. So act as a business consultant. I want to start a small online training business. Use graph of thoughts. Generate thought nodes for target audience, course topics, competition, pricing, marketing, online platform, trainer skills, student support, revenue, expenses, connect related thoughts, generate different business models, evaluate their advantages and risks, combine the strongest ideas, finally create a practical business plan. Now let us see how it is going to generate. So first, graph of thought. So thought notes, course topics, competition note, marketing note, online platforms, trainer skills, student support, revenue and expense graph, 3 business models, live chart based training, hybrid academy, best combined model, practical business plan, a number of things is come. Final recommendation. So clear up to this? Next, example 8, increasing YouTube channel. So act as an experienced YouTube strategist. A programming education YouTube channel wants to increase the views and the subscribers. Use graph of thoughts. Create thought notes for content topics, video quality, thumbnail design, titles, SEO, upload frequency, audience retention, shorts, community engagement. So find the relationship between these factors, generate generate different growth strategies, evaluate them, combine the strongest strategy and create 90-day channel growth plan. You can see clearly it is giving days growth plan. Final application. Clear. So let's go for next prompt, database selection. Sir, act as a database architect. A company wants to choose between MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, use GoT reasoning, create a node for data structure, transaction scalability, query complexity, performance, developer skills, cost, maintenance, connect related factors, evaluate all these three databases, finally recommend the best database for these things. Yes, you can see full-fledged data. Full-fledged data it is giving. Even it will provide the final recommendation also. Clear up to this, please confirm. So let's go for the final prompt, restaurant selection. I am planning a dinner with my family. I am planning a dinner with my family. So we have 5 restaurant options are there. What is the first option? Use graph of thoughts to help to select the best restaurant. So food quality, price, distance, cleanliness, family environment, waiting time, reviews, menu variety. So connect related factors, evaluate the options and combine the important observations. Finally, recommend the best restaurant and explain the decision. So first we have to give 5 restaurant names, and if you have given the locations, then definitely it is good. So just based on the input, whatever you have given, it will take the decision. Okay. So let me put, so in my area, Prabha Grand Inn. Okay. So Chittur. So next, Bliss Hotel, Tirupati. So King's Hotel, so Chittur, so Vishnu Bhavan Hotel, so Chittur. Okay, so yeah, so let us assume these four restaurants I'm giving. Let's check whether it is giving the answer or not. So of course it will take some time because it has to get from database, right? Different websites, everything. Yeah, so it is unable to get this information. So you can see if you take Chittur as a starting point, so what are all the best things? Prabha Grandin, okay, Bliss. So recommendation like that, it is giving some options. Clear up to this. Now, so just have a look once. Final note. Sir, already we know what is manual COT, human guided reasoning. Sir, what is auto COT? AI guided reasoning. What is reflection prompting? We are going to solve the problem and we will review that problem and then we will improve if any suggestions are required. What is the self consistency? We are going to solve many times and we are going to choose the common answer. So next, what is a tree of thoughts? Explore multiple paths, evaluate and choose the best. What is a COH? Learn from the mistakes using correct answers and give the feedback. What is a step back prompting? Understand the core concepts before solving. What is graph of thoughts? Explore interconnected ideas, paths, combine the useful thoughts, refine and choose the best solution. This is nothing but what we have about GOT. So GOT means what? Graph of thoughts. Graph of thoughts. Okay. Sir, this is nothing but what we have clean.